Hello friends, this is Allison with Breezy Blessings, and I'm here today with just a short tutorial, hopefully it'll be short, but on embossing of the faux leather treatment. So I previously, in my other videos, have done just the faux leather treatment of the craft paper, so I will link that below in the description. As far as how to get the craft paper to this point. So this has already had the water and the glycerin worked into it and squished up into a ball and then flattened out, and it has been drying for probably about 8 to 10 minutes. And now I'm just going to do the embossing part of it. So you don't have to emboss it, you can just let it dry at this point, and that's what I had done in the other video. So if you're curious about the end results of that, take a look at that video. But so it's just my cuddle bug. It's old and it's been acting up on me a little bit, so I'm hoping this is going to go smoothly. I'm not going to have to get forceful with it, but part of it is my warped plates. So yeah, I'm probably going to need to eventually get new plates for this. So this particular embossing folder is graduation caps. So in order to do the entire cover, I have to figure out how the pattern is going to repeat on it. And the best way that I've found to do this is actually to just fold kind of the length, not quite the length, but the top of it, of what will fit inside of the embossing folder. So then I'm just going to place, and then I'll show you how to do the ends of it, because you can technically re-emboss anything. So I'm going to line that up, and me personally, I'm going to do, so this is going to be the front of the journal itself. So this part is going to come up against the spine, and then obviously this is going to be the end. So I would prefer that this part not be embossed rather than the ends of it over here. So I'm going to line it up perfectly on the embossing folder there. Bring that down so that it's there. All right, now let's make my sandwich with my A plate, my B plate, and I'm actually going to turn the embossing folder that way a little bit because it's not quite as, with it folded, it's going to be thicker on that side. So I'm going to try to feed it in this side first because it should be a little bit easier. This thing has been kind of cantankerous. Alright, so let's see if it'll feed through here. Naturally, it's going to give me a little bit of grief. Let's make sure all my plates are lined up. Any of you have had any of these problems with your cuddle bug and you've figured out a solution? Help a sister out and comment below on how to cure your cuddle bug. So alright, finally got it going through here. And I'm just going to work it all the way down. I know some will say probably maybe the craft paper is too thick. Honestly, it's not thick at all. But I do know that the embossing folder adds a layer of thickness too. So maybe that's it, or maybe it's the warp plate. But, alright, so now we're going to work on that top part. So as I've folded it there, that made the embossing on that side actually end up upside down and backwards so that the hats are embossed that way. And that's not what we want. So what I'm going to do now is line them up. Let me see if you can see that. So that, like, that hat is matching up with that one. And from there. And then I'm just going to emboss that top section. Well, theoretically, if the cuddle bug cooperates. So let's feed that through. Oh, good. It's going to be cooperative for this portion. Ah! It actually shot right out. Never had that happen before. All right. Okay, it actually just like sprung the entire folder out. That was crazy, right towards my window. But there's the end results. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna allow this to dry and then ink it up with browns and black shoe polishes, as well as some browns and blacks, black inks. And of course you can use any colors you want. For graduation, I think I mentioned, but I'm not positive I did. This is actually going to be a sign-in book for a sure graduation party, which I thought was a super cool idea and just a very unique thing to do. So anyways, I'm gonna make this for one of those orders, and of course if you wanted to do this, you could even use the school colors to ink it up to bring out the embossing, whatever you wanted to do. So anyways, I hope that helps. You know what to do with embossing, even with a pattern that how shall I say it, if your cardstock or the piece that you're embossing is larger than your embossing folder, this is how to get it repetitive all the way through. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.